Welcome back to Testimony Thursdays, where the testimonies of others are used to strengthen our faith. All right, this is iron sharpening iron through the testimonies. So if you are interested in this type of faith building content, continue watching. Let's get into it. So the first testimony is from Pansy, and Pansy recently migrated from her home country to another country. Now in this process, Pansy was like, Lord, I don't want to go through the stress of an interview or, it taking too long. So I'm going to ask you to just speed up the process, one, and two, to ensure that I don't have to go through an interview. When people migrate a lot of times, they can't call them to an interview. It draws the process out. It really makes the process longer, and it's a tedious process. Not only that, during the questioning, sometimes, being so stressful, people say the wrong things and then they might forfeit their migration process. So she says her exact words to God were, I need positive results in record keeping time without an interview. So she was like, listen, I need my immigration stuff to be positive. Like I need it to go through. I need it to be record breaking time and I need no interview. So her documents went in for the first time 1 month after she got married. She did her biometrics, she waited for the results, and then she received a notification that one of the documents that was done was on an expired form. As a result, the entire documentation process had to be done over again. That is laborious. Nobody wants to redo a thing over again, right? At the second submission now, this was done in September 2022. So the first submission was about March or something like that, March, April. 2022, and then the second submission was September 2022. She kept on praying the same prayer. She didn't change. She's like, listen, I need this ASAP, God. Father, are you hearing me? I need this. What's up? Not changing her prayer, still holding on in faith. I love that. Usually, of note, this process takes a year up to 2 years, even longer for some people. Remember, I said I submitted my second set of documents in September of 2022. In just 4 months, I got all my documents in the mail. This included my green card. What? And my social number, no interview, just as I prayed. So she got her green card and her social security number. Big up God. Big up God, Pansy. Listen, he comes through right on time. And she then says, to God be the glory. So this is usually a process that takes a year, 2 years, even longer. And hers came through in 4 months. Who could it be but God? Even after there was an error, they're gonna like, oh, there was an error and start over. It's like people want every excuse to let your process take forever. But I'm so happy for her because look, she held on to that trust that she had, that faith that she had. And the fact is, there were delays. She never allowed the delays to distract her faith, right? She held on. I love that. That's a lesson to me. Bumps and obstacles will be there. Don't let them distract you. Keep praying that same prayer. Keep having that same faith you started out with. Better yet, let it grow. This now is from Miss Marvelous. Miss Marvelous says, I really want to thank God for everything, especially my life thus far. There are numerous things that God has done for me that I'll be so ungrateful if I didn't testify of His mercies. From waking up every morning to going out and returning safely, and then preservation of life for my family and friends, I'm indeed grateful. So this is a schoolmate of mine. We studied in Ukraine together. Hey girl, hey. So 2019, I got back into my country from Ukraine after studying medicine for 6 years. I wrote the professional exam. So when she goes back to her country, and usually when you study abroad, you have to go back to your country or whichever country you're going to practice medicine in, you need to do their exams for acceptance. So for me now, I had to do CAMC. In her country, they have their own exams in her country, fine, which is Nigeria. She wrote her professional exams and she passed in one sitting. That's a miracle. She's a brilliant girl, but it's a miracle because I've heard that exam is hard. So her studying and her faith coupled with God, and they passed. God is good. After the induction, which was held in February of 2020, I couldn't get a place to start my house job. Like she couldn't get her place to start her internship and stuff to do her training, right? You come from med school, you're like, time for internship internship now, time for me to work now. Right. She's at that place. Months passed with nothing forthcoming after several applications. But in August 2020, she got 3 offers. So that's 1 whole year, because she went home August, September 2019. And now August 2020, she is gonna work. When he's late, he's still on time. When he's not on our time, he's still on time. Hello? So she got 3 offers, and it was now up to her to choose. And she was very thankful. She's like, I thank God for that. After my 1 year training, I went ahead to apply for my NYSC. The National Nigerian Youth Service Corps is a program that basically recruits Nigerians that go abroad to study or finish college, right? It recruits them and they serve their country for some time. It's a program that's set up by the Nigerian government during the military regime to involve Nigerian graduates in nation building and the development of the country. So it's kind of like serving under the army almost, right? So she said immediately after she got back now from serving her country in this way, she got a job offer. And this job offer was one that was basically a matter of factly. She just spoke to somebody about it and she applied and she got through for the job. It wasn't any deep process, and that's God. He listens to us. He's hearing all the time. Now, when she was supposed to move to this place for this job, because this job was somewhere she's never really been or lived, she started to worry, where am I going to live? How am I going to travel? And then the Lord just sorted everything out for her. She said it was like a bottleneck, trying to figure out accommodations and traveling. But then the Lord sorted it out, sent someone her way who helped her with everything. And then as it related to accommodation, the place was sorted out, one. And secondly, traveling was sorted out because she lived a stone throw away from where she worked. And she's currently at this place. And she says, sometimes it takes a while to get a placing, but God just compressed my blessings and did everything at once. It's a big deal to me because God orchestrated everything at the right time. I'm indeed grateful for all these blessings. This is my journey since 2019, since she left med school to date. I'm really proud of a father, God she's talking, who never leaves his own stranded. He makes ways in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Love it. I'm currently in a place where this testimony has helped me. I'm at a crossroads and I know God is compressing my blessing and I'm holding on to that. So listen to these testimonies and allow your faith to grow, because that's what they're here for. And if you have a testimony that you'd like to share to strengthen someone's faith, I'm going to pin a comment below on how you can do that, okay? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Share the video. Tell a friend so they can be blessed on this, their faith walk. And if you would like to hear another testimony or two, go and check this video. See you at my next video.